Yo, chat. Guess what? I'm early. It's crazy. But I think it makes sense because we gotta wait for people to actually send IDs. How about make a new channel? What's up, Alkinsu? How we doing? God, this release is so good. What's up, Paul? What's up? You guys send tracks? Let me check. This is the only thing I don't like is I can't start until people send stuff. Oh, let's go. So let's move this to the receiving. Okay. I actually forgot to set this up before stream, but let me. It already worked on its own. Amazing. Didn't even need to touch it. New camera? Yeah, I moved the camera. It's not new, but it's a new camera position, so yeah. Triangli Alliance. What's up, Kinetic? Minecraft, absolutely. God. I need to play some more Minecraft. I know someone floated the idea of doing a like Sanctuary Minecraft server, and at some point it could be kind of cool. Make the song louder. You guys should go stream it. I'll make it a bit louder. It's a very good release. This is probably one of my favorite releases that we've had on Sanctuary. Would you take Slap House if we were combined? Yeah. I mean, there's no genres I think that we mainly like that we 100% exclude. It's just like a lot of our brand is based around like house music, so. But yeah, if you send us a really cool Slap House track, to be honest though, if it's something cooler than Slap House, then it becomes a different genre in my opinion. But yeah, if you send something like that, I personally would be down to accept it, because I mean, that stuff is super cool. Who's up first? Ooh, Kinetic. Daria Core. Okay, we're starting off already with a crazy one. Already released. No feedback. I regret making this. Oh boy. That's not.
Late at night, tossing in your sheets on a mess. Read a text from the night that we met. Still a wreck, but I won't let it show. I hope it aches when you hear my name. By your lips till the memory fades. I forget you're in bed, you're with somebody else. No, you said we would last to the end. Call me on this, call me cold. I hug your heart, break sevenfold. Take my place down in this bed. I hope it hurts, I hope it hurts.
I like the start. Wait. Discord ping sounds to be like. Little like ear bubbly glitchy things. Goofy, yeah, I mean, yeah, Daria Core is sometimes. Could have gone more goofy for sure. Skull Core. That would actually be kind of sick. Thank you for the contribution, Triangle Alliance. So glad we got that out there. Overall, I just like this is cool. The mix could be sharper. Um, but other than that, like the only thing I really wanted to hear was like a Jersey section. Like a Jersey club section goes like so hand in hand with Daria Core. That would have been really cool to hear. But other than that, I mean, it's a cool track. I don't know that I have anything like super concrete for you, especially considering it's 4 months old. I don't know what you do with it. Nice. Tully's. I wonder. I've never seen this brand before though, so now I'm curious like what country you buy a Tully's in. FL Studio. That I can already tell that's a Future Bounce track. I could just see. Alright, let's see. Do I like coffee? Yes, I like coffee.
1番線発車します。ドアが閉まります。
Nice. Good intro.
You are the dress that made you stand out from your friends. I took a moment to
Well, that's
hesitate.
not bad.
You had me feeling more than I could comprehend. I wanna tell you you're beautiful. These guys ain't nothing when they're next to you. Oh girl, I know that this sounds so typical, but I can love you and I know it's not enough. What you say, baby? 'Cause you drive me crazy. I know you don't know more than I want.
Yes. Okay. I would say the main thing for me is a kick clap. This is really cool though. I gotta start with this. It's a really very cool idea. For me, like the biggest thing I noticed, kick clap, you should definitely change to something that's the clap maybe is okay, but not over this kick. This kick is like a little too soft for this the synths you've got going on here. I don't know, I feel like I just need something with a bit more like a punch. What's your ramen, of course. Charge radio? Yeah, definitely something that Charged would be into. Punchy tech house kick? Yeah, definitely. That's like the kind of thing I was thinking. You could, I don't want to say take a Future Bounce kick, but like something even in that direction is not like would be better. The very short like clap works fine as well. But yeah, kick. Has like this big thunky sound to it. Also, another thing I noticed is more of a small thing, but the Reese is kind of boring here. Like, I think you could just sauce this up. Like, I would put more processing on it. RC20 or, some automating, distortion. Even, like, try a phaser, maybe. So that it has a little more life, if this is going to be the only thing in the section. Generally, my opinion is, like, with Reese's, if it's going to be stacked with a whole bunch of stuff, you want like the most simple, clean, Dirty Palm Reese you can find, because it's just filling out the low end. But here, since it's completely on its own, you want it to be much more interesting and take up more space because it has so much space to work with. Dude, the YouTube emojis are just something else. Honestly, I don't know if you're joking, Dirty Octopus, but like I low-key would. Yeah, Neurofunk track. I made a Reese that was like that once. I had like that vibe. What's up, Azura? What's up? But yeah, other than that, there's one other thing I wanted to mention, which is the synths feel like they could be much like the slides and changes between the chords feel like they could be much sharper and like clickier, if that makes sense, or like almost glitchier, where they're just like very quickly changing. This is sort of a little too smooth for me. Like it just needs a little more like attack, like doom doo doo. Right now it's doo doo doo. It's kind of very soft and amiable, but I think you could get it sharper and the whole thing could be tighter, and I think it'll sound really cool. Ooh, what a lineup! I haven't heard a track from Headclum in a while. I'm curious what this will sound like. Nice intro already. Very interesting. I will say I'm missing the kick though. I don't know if it sounds like the kick is just like completely missing. Like I think I heard it in a couple of places, but it sounds like it's just not there. So if it is there, it should be vastly more. Add more sidechain. Yeah, I agree. More sidechain is good too. Phone ringtones sustain. Huh. Yeah. Dirty Octopus comes up with the interesting ideas, always. Now, that was what I was going to say as well, Dirty Octopus, is like, it does need a little bit more of like small, tiny little fills and Atmos sounds, but what it needs the most is a vocal. I really don't know how this is going to feel until you add a vocal to it, because you kind of have all the foundations that set up for like a vocal that can really like, that has, I don't know, like a really good setting, but enough space to work with so that it can really ring out. Like here it desperately needs a vocal, or else it's just kind of like drums with a little twinkle sound, and then it's kind of it. Other than that, more compression as well. Like this, I can just literally look at the waveform and I can see that this needs more compression overall, and that'll get this the dubstep sound. Gokhan, do you make drill? I've made drill before. Not super often. But like, yeah, I've made it. Make it fat, of course. It's like a prerequisite. Has to be fat and juicy. Mickey wants the remix reaction. All right. Dancing is healing. I've never heard this song before, but let's see a remix of it.
Don't mind if you cry on my shoulder. Remember the things that I told you. Darling, don't you cry. You gon' be alright. Leave it all behind. Take it off your mind. I know you felt to fight, but things are looking bright. I'll let it go tonight. I know you need it. Dancing is here. Love is the answer. Dancing is here.
Okay.
Dancing is here.
ending is nice. That's a nice one.
Darling, don't you cry. You gon' be alright.
Nice.
Then it's here. Then it's here.
That's a pretty cool future bounce track. I really like the use of the LFOs, the LFO white noise things. They really work for this track. Yeah, I think mix-wise it just needs more, like more getting in the details. Again, also here I feel like compression. If I say it too much, then it probably means my hearing is just broken. But I think, yeah, here it just I feel like, again, you can look at the waveform and I can see that it just needs to be squeezed together a little more. It's not even that it needs more limiting. It just needs, like, the bass needs to be, I think, compressed more. The lead sounds okay. Even the lead could be compressed more, but like with a soft compression on it. If that makes any sense. Love cracking his fingers. Is that super loud? If I just go like, right. I have no idea how loud that is, but get your Foleys here, guys. Yes. Where pizza? I ate my pizza yesterday. I have no pizza today. Very sad. I'm sorry. I can't be Martin Garrix anymore. Because I was hungry. I needed to eat it. Is there going to be a meme now? Where pizza? I feel like that someone should make that. It's just like a sad picture of me and then just Kyokan window pizza. Martin and Garrix. Pizza Garrix. Dude. Sanctuary Pizzeria. You know how there's like Mike Williams has the Mike Williams thing? We could totally have a Sanctuary Pizzeria. That could be kind of cool. I don't know who would make the pizza. Maybe we would get Turbix to make the pizza. Like that demo. Okay. What is this from? I have no idea what it is. It's like, looks like something from South Park, but I don't know what it actually is. Let's listen. God damn. God damn. Woo. Man, that was sick. That's super cool. Ghost produced by Nusby for real. Ghost producing for Nusby. Wow. My brain That's so cool. I really like as well. Like the whole thing is really sick. The build as well here is super like incremental and really builds it up. Some small things I can give feedback on are like the vocal could be mixed a little better, where it just feels a little like muddy. You could probably remove some low frequencies from that. It really needs more sub, in my opinion. Like, it needs a much thicker sub. In my opinion, Retro Future really benefits from having that, like, not just a good sub, but like a sub also with higher harmonics. So like a sub that has like 200, 300 hertz in it a little bit, so you can really hear it even in like, because typically like you end up with higher notes and stuff. Bass. No off card today. I know, right? It's big sad. Goat producing as Al King. That's awesome. Let me think. This sound as well could be louder, just like a little tighter. I think the hi-hats could also be tighter here, or like a little more, yeah, just tighter, a little more like shuffly, and I don't know, like I want the high end to be just like more transient and sharp. Use more cushion to make it more groove. Yeah, although this track is already pretty busy, so I don't know how much more stuff you can add to it without it, instead of adding, like, beginning to detract from what's already there. But you could definitely try to layer some of the existing grooves with more drums. Twinkle pluck. Yeah, great idea. I think the chords here could have a little of the like low mids removed from them, just so that the break feels a little cleaner. Reference also Burks' stuff. You can probably even send him a DM with this and just like, hey, could I get some feedback or like some thoughts on how to improve the mix a little bit, and he might respond to you. Because this is really cool, and this is definitely the type of stuff that like he definitely knows how to like mix really well, even though it's different from his total style. Make shiny stuff. Oh boy. the chat is about to run away from me. We're going all different languages. Easy clap. But super cool. Alrighty. They call this Trench ID. This cover art's sick. Alright, let's see what we can. Trench is just rhythm dubstep, but with a better and more original and cooler name. Okay. I feel like it needs to at some point go doom 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 doom, like it needs to have like a real like plucky, like, or not even plucky, but like stabby, like doom doom doom, because right now it's super sustained. It's just like it's just going all the time. I think at some point it should then, you can even do it after the section, like the next part, you do just like doom 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 boom doom 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 doom, like, and that'll go super hard, especially after this. You can even do like a short build up into it if you want, just to make it even more enhanced. But this is super cool. I mean, I know you're gonna fix the mix later, but yeah, more like high end and like compression, and like, oh, the compression's not that bad. I just think it needs more high end. What is this cursed image? Color base V. What game is this from? Actually, this is probably a Roblox game. I see the hand down here, and it's making me scare. B kind of go fire. See, what emotes are these? We got fingers up. We're always going ooh ah and crying, and then Kyokon, do you play Roblox? Nah. I have in the past, but it's not really my thing. Funny. Rec room, back rooms, what? That's what this is? Okay. I don't know what any of that means. Where is the melody, Paolo? Is Paolo supposed to give you a melody for this? He's slacking. Alright, let's give it a play. This is cool. You're overusing this sound. Do it half as many times as you're doing it now. And also make sure you get like a few variations. It doesn't need to be super intense, just like a little bit, so it's not half the track is just. We can collab on this one. Sounds nice. That bass shot. But this is cool. Yeah, if you got a melody in here, like super Zim style type of like, you know, add like a vocal chop that's doing like, you do a vocal chop melody and then also a synth melody, and then also you have like little watery pluck things that are going like on the sides, like it'll sound really, really crazy. It's a good foundation. Your kick could also be stronger, in my opinion. It's kind of okay for this mix, but I can tell that as soon as you start filling up the track and stuff, and like get the mix actually tight, the kick is gonna feel underwhelming. So I would already start taking a look at that. This is cool. Oh, speaking of, I'm assuming this is the Paolo we're speaking of here. POV, I probably made something cool. All right, well, let's find out. This is a Sanctuary exclusive. Cool. Let me listen to this melody one more time. You should just leave that da 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 and then go to a different sound or a different section. Because after this point, the melody starts to get weird. Like I don't know. That part doesn't really get me as emotional. That da 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 is like a really nice phrase on its own, and I would just get rid of the stuff directly after it. Same here. This like extra like perpetuation of the melody is like in my opinion is holding the track back, because you could be doing something else in that space that would be much more interesting. Like this do more of these type of sounds across the whole drop. Like don't just do one little cool fill in the middle. Do lots of interesting fills across the whole track. And the advantage of doing that is you keep your melody simple, like much simpler and stripped back. You keep the best parts of the melody you have and fill the rest of the track with other stuff that's actually going to add contrast to the stuff you already have here. And just like not only add contrast, but in a way it will make the melody you have vastly cooler than just adding more notes. The melody's so good. Future bonk. Oh, maybe my future bounce heads will have to tell me if I'm wrong here for not liking the whole melody here. Here. All right, Pierre's sent us also a future bounce, maybe. Probably. Oh. Okay, nice transition. Very sick. Okay, this is really sick, Pierce. Definitely one of my favorite things that you've sent. This just goes on too long. So either you need to have some crazy fills in here, or you just need to add a B part. And I think the B part should be really stabby. Sort of contrast is like wow, wow, ba down. It needs to be like doom, 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 like very hard hitting stabs type of stuff. You can reference people like JJ, or you know, anyone really who does like that more stabby type of style. I really like the DMX. Here, this melody thing where you just keep it going works a lot better because the pace is faster and the drums are doing more. Here though. Yeah, it just gets boring after a while. We're like, okay, the sound's really cool, but like I want to do something else. We want to hear something else. B part go melodic and sustain like Blue stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but it's very, very cool ID. Okay, chat. I'm like running out of tracks though, like really early. I mean, to be fair, if this is a short stream, it is what it is. But I'm surprised. Guys, get your friends to send tracks quickly. Or else I'm gonna have to start playing IDs, and then we're in for trouble. Pierre's like Mickey before, no more boring second break. Okay. Look, guys, it's me. A picture of me. The first picture of me this stream. Let's give it a listen.
I was giving you one more shot. There was no one to mess it up. Every rose and grown blades were caught it up.
I mean, even if your limiter's off, you can send it. You got a face reveal. And send 2 IDs? Did you? I didn't get them. They are not here. Mr. Triangle Alliance, where did you send them? I did refresh. Guys, this is not here. This is literally not here. I don't know what you want from me. It's gone, vanished. Yeah. Or refresh that. Oh, I see. see. Oh, sheesh. Very nice. That's so sick. It really looks correct. The shine on it is super nice. Okay, let's listen.
I was giving you one more shot, was no mess it up. Every rose I've grown in blades, we caught it up. I never learned to get your love. I'm being up. I'm holding on to you. Till you let me go for good. I'm waiting on your move, so I can finally know it's true. Just set me free from all that ache. Your bitter words is all I take. Just set me free, don't break me more than you did before now. You did before now. Before now. Before now.
Okay, nice. This is a little resonant though, just letting you guys know, but so maybe pull down a few of the really peaky stuff, but it's cool.
I was giving you one more shot, was no mess it up. Every rose I've grown in blades, we caught it up. I never learned to get your love. I'm being up. I'm holding on to you. Till you let me go for good. I'm waiting on your move, so I can finally know it's true.
Yeah.
Just set me free from all that ache. Your bitter words is all I take. Just set me free, don't break me more than you did before now. You did before now. Before now. Before now.
Bruh. You guys with the incoming call. I alt tapped to my chat and it's full of just, Gilgun, you have an incoming call. You guys are my answering machine. I should send to IDs plus. Yeah, I added them. In general though, guys, like preferably just send them through the form because it's just like vastly easier to for me to look at. But I did pick them up since you already sent them. Like this one. What is this title? It's probably because it's future bound. So okay, for this mainly, like the growls feel weird. This like growl just feels like it was just said just wow. So I would say like vocode it to your chords so that it's like colorful at least. You can also do like a whole bunch of like color based stuff like convolution or you know, could resonate even. I don't know that resonance will sound good on that growl, but I think vocoding is just like the easiest option. And you'll get a pretty solid, wide, sort of interesting growl that actually fits in with what's going on instead of just being this thin, like, wow. Sounds like a cat desperate to get fed. Guys, I'm hungry. Ignore my humor. I did, but it sounded bad. Kyokan end stream. What? Okay. Other than that, I'm thinking, is there anything else? Maybe here. The chords sound very muddy. Not super muddy, but they sound kind of muddy. They're just like, whoa. And the whole thing could sound a bit crispier if you maybe remove some boom, some lows, some mids. Yeah, because it just sounds a bit like Dolden. But it is super cool. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to add. Just take this 1 1 1 1 and then just let the chord at least hit once and go bow and like fade out instead of just it just like cuts off and doesn't continue into the next section. I would say even like leave then the filter at like a low position, so like 1,000 hertz or something, and then just like let it play out like alongside the piano, because just this piano gets very.
Always giving you one more shot.
It's exactly the same as in the first section. If you just let this chord go through and layer with the piano, it'll sound more interesting. And then when you get to the drums here, it'll sound slightly less boring. Because to me, this section is just like, you can remove it. You could remove this whole section with the drums. You don't really need it at all. I've heard this so many times that my brain turns off. I'm sorry. Call, you have an incoming Kyokan. Imagine. Does God bleed? This is a good question. Does God bleed? Well, that makes me think, like, does God have a body? You kind of need one of those to bleed. Alright, let's... Wow. That reminds me so much of when Rills did Future Bounce. Like these like super mysterious tracks that he would make. This is super sick. For sure. Really, really, really like this. Here you could do a little fill though, like boom, boom, down, down, down. Like you definitely have a little room to do like a little drum setup or something cool in there. Alvin need new lead. The lead works for the style though, definitely works. Wow, chat's bullying me today. Bro's eating flour. No, they're like breadsticks. They're pretty good. Alright, let's see. Few laughed, few cried, most were silent. Okay, coming in with the inspired names. Ooh. Interesting. I'm not sure I like the way it like feels like it's not smooth. It just kind of like starts and stops in a weird way. That was cool though. Where is this going?
Few people cried, most people were silent. I remember the lines in Hindu scripture, Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should be his duty, and to impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose that I felt that from the heaven.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say I think the explosions could have been more visceral here. I think they needed way more distortion. Oh, I know it. I'm gonna look up the specific clip because this is like my favorite. Like, not that I have any capacity to make something like this. Yeah, this one. This sound is like one of my favorite explosion sounds, and I'd love to one day be able to make this. But I think something like this would have served your idea really well. Like, obviously it'd need to work more in this like cinematic context, but like something with that type of like visceral, just crazy explosion sound would have sounded really cool. Because this feels a bit too much, just like we stuffed a kick through a reverb and then it resonated. Yeah, Fire Force is crazy. The funny thing is, like, I literally only watched it for that. Because the story is super mid. It's like the most C+ anime I've ever seen. But it just the sound design was so good for the whole thing that I was just, it's like I have to see all of it. To be fair, I could have watched all the clips, but it is what it is. It's just ambience after the last 10 seconds, yeah. Chinese Kyokan. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think I'm blue dabba dee dabba. Alright, let's listen to this.
Sitting by the fire and telling stories. Thinking about the days
crazy. Holy guys, it's so good I can't even play the rest of it. That's actually wild. Absolute fire. Yeah, R.I.P. Paul. Certified hood banger. Clip it. Clip it. That's the thing, the waveform does look actually legit. Wait, let me. Bro. What places did you have to go to find this? Probably though, you probably just downloaded this from a Discord channel. This is like perfect for these type of sounds. You just find somebody who's like spam posting. You really sent this to a public stream? Attempt. Big Sag. We will be nice though. What? Damn. I'm just not sure that the kick snare pattern makes as much sense with the rhythm you have going on here. Like, if they were a little more synced up, I think this would be really sick. It just feels like you kind of just have like a kick snare over this thing. It's like sort of more loose, like not really BPM tied thing going on. 19/0 scale. Crazy. Is that it? Oh, we got one more. Trash dub whip. Okay.
I think I'm ready for you.
If the sounds are good, it's just the rhythm has like no real direction. It's just like it feels like there are random growls happening like the whole time. God damn. The chat is visceral today. There's something else. Yeah, other than that, I don't know.
Ready for you.
Feels like the kick comes through sometimes, and then sometimes it's not nearly as powerful. Never mind, that's actually just my imagination. It's fine. The snare could be a bit brighter, but well, that's also my preference. I just like really bright snares. Chat is visible today. Fire. Guys, I think I'm out of IDs. We are out of tracks. Oh, NSJSM one. Okay, cool. We'll do this, and then the track is being processed. He uploaded this right away. I don't know what to do. I'm a noob. All right, let's see if we can help you out. Still being processed. Big Sag. Me when the track is being processed. I know I haven't added chat overlay. I'm a professional streamer, Mickey. I know that it's vissing. Let's see. Is the track ready yet? Can we listen to it? Bruh. Bruh. Let me in. Let me in. Come on. Bruh. This is sad. It's visible on my SoundCloud. Oh, I forgot. What is this? The slide here is weird, but it's a cool track. Let me see. I'll see if I can pull up an ID. I'll get your guys' thoughts on it. You guys can feedback me. It'll be fun. What do y'all think of this? I'm using Streamlabs, Mickey. That's why I'm having such a hard time with it. It's being very funny. I might switch to OBS if it becomes an issue. But it's processed. Let's see. Hey, let's go.
I can taste it on my tongue. Everything I want. I'm a daydreamer, I know.
I don't know why, but the vocal feels super like sharp. It might just be some EQing stuff, but I think also this formant is a bit unnecessarily high. You could drag the formant, like leave the pitch where it is, or just drag the formant like down 2 or 3 and see how it sounds.
Chasing the sun. Oh, once too many dreams. Take their last gasp. Shattered to a million pieces. When that hammer hits the glass, they can say what they want. I've heard words before. There's fire in my chest. Say something you can't ignore. I know that somewhere it's written in the stars. Gotta follow my heart.
In my opinion, the melody goes a little too crazy. You could keep it even simpler, because this A part is super cool. This that part is so cool. I think you can just find a way to keep it that DNA more so in this last bit. I mean, honestly, I actually like this. I usually don't like really think much of progressive house, but I really like this.
Long days and later nights, but it's what it takes. Swore to my younger self I'd make it someday. Oh,
Add an ARP here in this break. Sorry, I'm like pausing and not listening to the whole thing, but like these are just the thoughts that are coming to my mind. I would add an ARP here or something, because this,
nice.
everybody's done like add a vocal and a piano and then like some Atmos. Try and add stuff that's going to be like, even if they're not the most original combos, you want to like combo and layer more stuff together. You know, try adding, you know, when you're adding this ARP, you know, instrument it in like an interesting way. You know, start with something that's simple, like a kalimba. You know, if you download Labs, you can definitely find like a kalimba or a music box. And then try out different sounds until you find something that sounds really good with this vocal. Although I think a kalimba would be a really good shot here for progressive house. And that way you can at least separate it from just, you know, every other progressive house track that has piano and vocals. because there's really only so many different melodies and chord combinations that you can do that are gonna be compelling enough for someone to want to listen to the same type of vocal and piano.
But it's what it takes. Swore to my younger self and make it someday. Oh, what's too many dreams? Take their last gasp, shattered to a million pieces. When that hammer hits the glass, they can say what they want. I've heard words before. This fire in my chest is something you can't ignore. I know that somewhere it's written in the stars. Gotta follow my heart.
I'm gonna take a gander here, but I think your bass might be an octave too high because it just sounds like really thin, like the overall mix, and specifically the bass here. I don't know. It might just be that it's like hitting a really high note, like an A sharp or a B or something, but it just feels like very thin. So I'd say try dropping your bass down an octave and see how that sounds. Make your sub much louder, so add some pretty strong compression to the sub. And if it still doesn't sound that great, like if going down an octave feels too low, then definitely saturate the bass more. So take a distortion plugin. You know, you can start off with something like, I don't know what plugins you're gonna have, obviously, but you know, Camel Crusher or anything that's gonna add like tube saturation and just saturate saturate a pretty significant amount the bass, and then just make sure that you're taking out some of the extra like super low mids that come out from that, like 200, 300. Reduce those then a bit, but that will help, I think, fill out the frequency spectrum in the lows and mids a bit more, because as is right now it feels very Camel Crusher. Yeah, Camel Crusher works fine. Use whatever you've got. And obviously for me, I know what distortion I would do and how I would do it, but this is sort of where you got to just use what you have, try different stuff, and then if that doesn't sound that good, you know, do some research on YouTube, see what other distortion plugins are free or that you might have. I don't know what DAW you're using, but you definitely have some distortion plugins on it. Try those out, see what you have, and I think you just go at it. You know, just try getting more harmonic content out of the bass. So just saturate it more. I think you'll be good. But yeah. Bro thinks he's Martin Garrix. Pizza boy. Alrighty. I think we are out of IDs. So this is gonna be the end of stream. There's like 2 people here. I think it's NSJ, I think it's you and Mickey. So thank you for sticking around. This is a pretty fun stream. It was a little more like laid back. I think there's something nice about just only accepting the tracks like when we're streaming, because like everybody who's like submitted a track is here. But it is nice to have like a bunch of different tracks, and like helps people who have like tougher time zone constraints to be able to submit. So we'll see how we go. How we do it going forward. May try also doing it instead of with a Google form with a Discord submission, because that is kind of cool. Yeah, but that's it for me. I will see you guys again next week, and obviously pop into the Discord, as we're always around. So bye bye.